Hi, it's Tom here, and welcome to my shop. As you can see from my fancy montage, it's not the tidiest shop in the world, and this mess is dedicated to Mr. Kevin Bullard. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff in here. I am standing right on the very spot where pretty much all of my Nerf content was painted. I just paint in this open area. Obviously there's a lot of vehicles in here at the moment, which is one of the reasons why I haven't put out so much Nerf content, is because I've been really busy. Virtually everything I have has kind of been broken at one point or another this year, and there was a lot of jobs that I had to get done that I was doing during lockdown, because I'm motivated by playing, and if you can't play, kind of modding is a bit boring because I want to see it in action, I want to use it. So I've been doing a lot more automotive stuff this last 12 months, and I've had a load of stuff to build with my son. So we've been kind of putting the shop back into its main and most important use, which is keeping my car collection nice and dry and giving me a space to work. So pretty much all my blaster painting was done right here on this spot. I just paint in the open shop, and I don't have a booth. And what I do then is, as soon as the stuff's painted, I put it in the tent and dry it, and that area I can climate control a little bit, which is quite problematic because England's not known for being dry and warm and not very humid. So there's not very many times of the year where I don't have to compromise much on something, and it can be very tricky working in a space like this where you can't heat or control the environment to actually spray really high quality stuff. So I'm going to take you guys off the tripod and we'll give you a little quick walking tour. You've seen the montage, and I'll just run you through a few of the key features of the shop. This is the main work area in the front here, just here. And at the moment I've got a MX-5 or Miata for Americans hood in there that I got from a scrapyard that I'm just kind of tidying up. And there's a few other bits and pieces there. So if we come through, here is the van park. And the furthest van belongs to my son. It's a 1985-6 model year Caravelle GL. It's had a 50mm drop all round. It's got adjustable coilovers, and it's had a lot of fun stuff done to the suspension, and it's about halfway through being painted. Obviously my van here, which you've all seen before, it's been in a couple of my videos. And then we can go to the back of the shop, and this is one of my buddy's bugs. This is booked in for finishing in probably late this year, early next year, and you can see more van carnage. We're currently working inside the wheel arch of this van. And then my chop is here, which I built some years ago. It's a custom chop. It's based off an old mountain bike frame, and it's got a little tiny kiddie bike front wheel and like a mountain bike front back wheel. We're over at the grip blasting station. There's the homebrewed blasting cabinet. Here's the main blasting cabinet, and stuff goes in dirty, and then you can spray sand and under pressure over all of it and blast it clean. I do use this for doing Nerf blasters. I have done some experiments, and I'll put a video out about that shortly, just for sanding it and speeding things up. So we can, if we come back around, I'll take you guys into the tent past the van. At the moment my van here has got a thrown rod, so I've cooked the motor. Now, in the tent, there's lots of projects. This was meant to be my Nerf workbench over here, and all this was set up for filming. There's additional lighting under here that can come down onto the bench, and it was designed to be able to mount my cameras, and this far end was meant to be where I could leave stuff. As you can see, that plan's kind of gone out the window in lockdown. I've been playing with some of my little model railway bits and pieces, making all kinds of random stuff. It's actually very, very small scale, so it's N gauge for those of you that might be interested in that. Everything on there is made in the shop. And then over here is the blaster and game storage pile. Some of my game stuff, the rest of my game stuff is down under there. These blasters were donated by a local player for me to pass on to other young people once we reopen and get them out. And as you can see, this is used for extensive dumping. It was meant to be my kind of studio space. One day I'll clear this out, but it's quite handy to have for the moment. And all the blasters that I ever built were all dried right here. I have a heater that controls this space, and I clear that rack, and then I put my shells on there to dry. So that is the tent. Now, just a quick shot of my boredom breaker. It's nearly finished. I've actually driven this on the road now. It's done 250 road miles, but I've been having some trouble with the wideband gauge, which is in here, and the ECU, which I've got to play about with. And you can see it's had some FTS touches put on it, and I'll do a big full run through on those. So there's my shop tour. You can see that they've got a lot on in here, and we've also got a lot of room, which is good and bad. Other people have nice small compact workshops that they can tidy. I just have a really big barn, and I can just keep filling it with crap until I can't walk through it, and then we ship a load of stuff out and clear it all out, rinse and repeat.